Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And so we're still doing the red, white, and blue stitch, or yarn, as we're going to make another washcloth like we have in the last 3 weeks, using a different stitch from our book, from the book that we've been doing on Tuesday, 63 Easy to Crochet Pattern Stitches Combined to Make an Heirloom Afghan by Darla Sims. Today we are going to do the chevron stitch, which is number 8 in the book. Alright, so we are going to, and this is also learning to read patterns too. So we are going to read the pattern. First of all, we need to chain 25 loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and we are going to, so the first row says SC, which means single crochet. In the second, CH means chain from the hook, and then each CH or chain across. So we are going to single crochet starting in the second chain all the way across, and by the time we get done with this row we should have 24 single crochets or 24 stitches. My single crochets are getting kind of loose. I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. So this video is going to take a little bit because there is 22 rows on this square. I'll try this again. These stitches, when you're working with cotton yarn, it is real easy to let your stitches get really too loose, because cotton doesn't stretch as much as the other yarn does, or acrylic yarn. Alright, so we've got our single crochets. Okay, so the second chain or second row says to chain 2 and then turn, and we are to half double crochet in the first single crochet, and then each, so HDC means half double crochet, and so we're going to evidently this chain 2 is not going to count, but you know, instead of chaining 2 We can also chain 1 with half double crochets, and I would rather just chain 1 since that chain 2 is not going to count anyway. And so we're going to half double crochet in the very first one, and in every chain across we're going to half double crochet. And we should still have 24 stitches by the end of this row. Alright, so I'm going to finish my row off camera, and we will be back at the end of this row. Let's see, I'm going to bring you a little bit closer too. The 2 right here. Alright, I think that'll work. Alright, so now we're in row 3. And row 3 says, row 3 in all wrong side rows, which is odd rows. We are going to chain 1 and turn, and then we're going to single crochet in every stitch across. So that is what we're going to do with row 3. So here we go. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. And then we're going to single crochet in each stitch across. So the first 3 rows are pretty easy. Row 4 is where it starts to get a little tricky. I'll try to go as slow as possible for you. Alright, so you should still have 24 stitches. And there's that. So row 4 says to chain 2 and turn. And it looks like we're half double crocheting, so I'm just going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to half double crochet in the first 2 single crochets. And there's a star, and there's brackets. And in the brackets it says work FPDC. Now FPDC means front post double crochet. And I will show you how to do that. So we're going to work a front post double crochet around the post of the stitch below each single crochet, which is those half double crochets. So we're going to do that twice. It says skip 2 single crochet behind front post double crochet now throughout. Okay, So half double crochet in the next 5 single crochets, and then repeat from the star. So we're going to do that twice. Let me look at that picture real quick. Yeah. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm just going to chain 1. Because it ain't going to make any difference. And in the first 2, we're going to half double crochet. It says. Put a half double crochet in the first 2. Alright, and now we're going to front post double crochet. So we're going to go down below this single crochet down here. We're going to wrap our hook, and we're going to go around the front post of this half double crochet like that, and we're going to go and do our double crochet like we normally would. Go through 2 and go through 2, and we're going to do that again to the next one. So we're going to do it twice, and it's saying that we're skipping these two single crochets back here. So you have to make sure we skip those. And now we're going to put a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 stitches. And then we're going to repeat that. So we're going to do this chevron thing again. We're going to do this front post again. So we are going to go down below to the front post and do the double crochet around that half double crochet. And we're going to do it again. I'm going to do 2 of them. And then we're going to skip 1, 2, and do 5 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do this again. So we're going to go down around this front post, do a double crochet, and do it again. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to put a half double crochet in this last stitch too. So we should have 3 of those. Yes, that is correct. Okay, I did that right. Okay. So when we're doing this stitch too, I'm just doing this because I probably should have taken the red so that you can see these stitches pop out. But and it's really hard in variegated yarn to see the stitches pop out, but I probably should have done the red and then took the variegated and put the border on. So we are going to chain 1 and we're going to do our single crochets across. Like we are supposed to.
Don't worry, you sit there, I got it.
Because this would be row 5. And all the odd rows we're doing a single crochet across. Making sure that we still have 24 stitches across there. I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and row 6 then says chain 2 or 1. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Alright, so we're going to half double crochet in the first 3 single crochets, and then we're going to front loop double crochet around the post at the stitch below the next single crochet twice, and then half double crocheting in the 5 single crochets in between. So we're going to half double crochet in the next 3, it says, in the first 3. All right. So now we're going to go down below, and these ones that we took those half double crochets, these double crochets, we're going to do front post double crochet around those front post double crochets. And then we're going to half double crochet in the next 5. So there's 4, 5. And then we are doing our front post double crochet around those front post double crochets down below. Skipping these 2 and doing half double crochets, 5 of them, 1 in each of the next 5 stitches. 4, 5, which should set you up for the next 2 front loop double crochets. So we're going to go and get those. Skipping the next 2, and we're doing a half double crochet in the last ones. So that should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's what it should look like. And get you in the... Alright. So then we're in an odd row again because we just did row 6 and now we need to do row 7, which is just chain 1 and single crochet. I'm just going to chain 1 and single crochet across. Put it 1 single crochet in every stitch across. And I will meet up with you for row 8. Alright, so now row 8. Row 8, we're going to chain 1 turn, and we're going to half double crochet in the first 4 single crochets. So these things are going to be moving. Alright, so we need to half double crochet in the first 4. It says half double crochet in the first 4. 3, 4. All right. Well, that's interesting how that's doing that. Okay. So now we are going to go down and catch these again, doing the front post double crochet around those front post double crochets. I'm doing 2 of them and then skipping these first 2 and doing half double crochet. So we're half double crocheting 5 every 5 stitches. So I guess that is changing. All right. One, 2, 3. 4, 5, and then we're going to come down. We're going to do our front post double crochet, getting those front post double crochets, and then skipping the next 2 stitches and then putting a half double crochet in the next 5. 3, 4, 5, and then we're just front post double crocheting, so we only need 1 loop. And then half double crocheting in those last 6. Unless there's 5 left. Hang on, there might be 5 left. There is only 5 left. So we're going to half double crochet in the last 5 then. Alright, so now we're going to chain 1 and turn and do our single crochet row. Going to single crochet all the way back. So that will be row 9, and I will meet you back here for row 10. Alright, so we are back for row 10. Yes, we're on row 10, and we're going to chain 1 and turn, half double crochet in the first 5 single crochets, and then we're going to do our front post double crochets in the front post double crochets down below twice, and then repeat across, half double crocheting in each of the 5 in between. So I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to half double crochet in the first 5. So there's 1, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to double crochet. Oh goodness, we're going to do our front post double crochet in these front post double crochets. Skipping 2 and doing our half double crochets, 5 of them. Two, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do our front post double crochet around these front post double crochets down below. Skipping 2 stitches and doing a half double crochet in the next 5. Alright, and now we need to do another 2 front post double crochets again into those front post double crochets. Skipping 2 stitches, and then we have a half double crochet in the last 3. And then here we are. Their chevron is moving. See, it's moving a little bit. Alright, so now we are going to chain 1 and turn, and we're on our odd row, so we're single crocheting across. And when you do, make sure you have 24 stitches at the end of that, because if you don't, it'll be messed up. So I will come back to you to do row 12 then. Okay, so row 12 is chain 1, turn, half double crochet in the first single crochet, and then we are going to do our front post double crochets around the down below like we normally do, and then we're going to half double crochet in the next 5 single crochets. We should end up with 2 half double crochets in the end. So was half double crochet in the first 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are double crocheting doing the front post double crochet, skipping 2 and doing 5 half double crochets in between. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, doing our front post double crochet, and then skipping 2 stitches and doing 5 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and doing our 2 half double or double crochets, front post double crochets, skipping 2, and we should end up with 2 half double crochets then, and we did. And there we go. So now what we're going to do is we are going to chain 1 and turn. We have to do our single crochet row. So we're going to single crochet across, making sure we have 24 stitches. And then we will be back to do row 14. So row 14, we're going to repeat row 10. So we're going to go up and repeat row 10. And first of all, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And row 10 says that we should have 5, start out with 5 half double crochets, doing our front post down below, front post double crochets, and of course always having, we should end up with the 3 at the end. So let's see, let's do 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are going to do a so we're going to do this around these half double crochets, because now we're making this chevron go the opposite way. And then you're going to skip these 2 stitches and do half double crochets, 5 of them. So I'm doing 5 half double crochets, and then we're going to go and grab these. We're putting the front post double crochets into the front post double crochets down below. We're going to skip 2 stitches and put 5 a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. And then we are going to, do our last 2 front post double crochets. Skipping these 2. And we will end up with 3 half double crochets in the end. And we see how they went this way, and now they're going to go this way. See, they went this way, and now they're going to go this way. All right. So we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to do our single crochets. And then when we come back, we will do row 16. So we'll be back then. All right, so now we are going to do row 16, and we are repeating row 8 in order to do that. And row 8 says to chain 2, turn, or chain 1, turn, half double crochet in the first single crochets, and then we're going to do our front post, our front post into our front post double crochets with 5 half double crochets in between. So but we are going to start out with 4 half double crochets this time. In the first 4, wait a minute, move the chain 1. Chain 1, turn, there we go. I'm like, that didn't look right. Alright, now we're going to half double crochet in the first 4. Alright, and now we are going to do our front post double crochets. Just try that again. And we're going to skip the next 2 stitches and do 5 half double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Now we'll do our front post. Did I do a treble again? Front post double crochet. I don't know why I want to do the trebles. Alright, so then we're going to skip the next 2 and put half double crochet in the next 5. There's 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do the front post again. Front post double crochet, not treble. I'm having a rough time with that. And then we're going to skip the next 2 and make sure we have half double crochet in the last 4 stitches. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn and do our single crochets across and come back for row 18. Alright, so row 18, we're going to repeat row 6. It says, row 6 says to chain 1, turn, half double crochet in the first 3 single crochets, and then we're going to front post double crochet around the front post double crochets down below, and then doing half double crochets, 5 half double crochets in between, like we normally do. But we are doing a half double crochet in the first 3 stitches this time. Yep. Now we're going to do our half double crochet, our double crochet, front post double crochet. Skipping 2 stitches and make sure that we are double crocheting, half double crocheting, 1 half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Now we're going to do our front post. Skip 2, half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So there's 3, 4, 5, and then we got to do our front post double crochets. And then skip 2, and we'll end up with 4 half double crochets. Is that right? Or did we end up with 4 the last time? We should end up with 5 this time. Yep. All right, let me make sure that I didn't skip. There we go. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should have 5. There we go. All right. So you should end up with 5 at the end, 3 at the beginning. Yeah, that's right. So we're going to chain 1 and turn and do our single crochets across, and we'll come back for row 20. And we'll see you then. All right, so row 20 is we're going to repeat row 4. And row 4 says chain 1 and turn, half double crochet in the first 2 single crochets, and we're going to do our front post double crochets into the front post double crochets, and then we're going to half double crochet in the 5 half double crochets in between. So I do believe this is our last row. So we're going to half double crochet in the first 2 stitches. And in this one we should end up with 6 half double crochets. Yes. So in the first 2 we're going to do our front post double crochet, and then we're going to skip 1, 2, and then we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 5. Where we at? There's 4, 5, and then we're going to do our skipping 2, doing 1 half double crochet in the next 5 stitches, front post double crocheting in those front post double crochets. Now And we're skipping 2 stitches. And we should have 6 half double crochets at the end here. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do our row of just single crochets across, and then come back and finish off with row 22. Okay, so I did my row of single crochets across, and row 22 says to chain 1, turn, half double crochet, and first single crochet, and in each single crochet across. So we're going to chain 1, and all we're going to do is put a half double crochet in every single crochet across. And that is the last row of this washcloth. I'm gonna so it's like a chevron. It has a little, you know. Anyway, we're gonna cut this off. I'm going to bring this camera out a little bit now. Well, out. Ooh, out. Alright. So you can see what I'm doing better. Alright, so I am going to attach this red to this. Because we're going to put a border on here. Alright. And I'm going to finish those last 2 half double crochets. Put them back in. And we're going to chain 1 and turn. And in this first one, we're going to put 2 single crochets in there. Or no, we're going to put 3 single crochets in this first one. And then we're going to put a single crochet all the way. In between the corners, you should have 22 stitches. So, because there's 24 stitches, and if I'm not counting the corners, there should be 22 stitches in between the corners. And in this last stitch, right here, we are going to put 3 single crochets in there. And then okay, now we're at the side of this thing where all these chain 1s are. So we're just going to put 1 stitch. We're going to make sure we have 22 stitches up the side here. So there is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 21 and 22. All right, now we're at the corner again, and we are going to put 3 single crochets in that corner. And then we're going to go across the bottom of it. And again, you should have 22 stitches in between the corners. And this last one here, we're putting 3 single crochets in there for that corner. And then we're going to count up the side here to make sure we have 22. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 and 2. And we've already got 3 in this corner, so we're just going to slip stitch to the single crochet right there, that first one. Alright, so we should have. Alright, so now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn this around again. Because this is the front side with the chevrons. And in this first in the next stitch, actually, we're going to chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in that stitch. So we're going to do, like we did this last Monday, we're going to do the spider stitch around here. So we're going to single crochet, chain, we're going to skip the next one. And then put a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the next one. Skip the next one, and then we're going to do that again. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Skip the next one. So every other one, we're doing a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. I'm going to do that all the way around. Let's see. All right. So on this corner though, we're going to put a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in all 3 of those stitches. And there we go. And then on the sides, we're going to skip the next one. And then in the next one, skip that one, in the next one, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Say we're going to skip the next one, and then do the spider stitch in the next one. I don't know why they call that the spider stitch. Skip the next one, do the spider stitch. So you're going to do that all the way around. Okay? On the corners, where you got those 3 stitches in the corners, we're just going to go ahead and put the spider stitch in every stitch. That way it'll turn the corner for you. Okay? And this washcloth is a little bit wonky, but I kind of like it wonky. Okay, so we will be back when this is finished then. Okay. Well, like I said, it's a bit wonky. But I mean, it looks nice. I guess it is fine. But it just probably needs to be. There we go. Just kind of stretch it out, I guess. Well, there we go. There is our chevron stitch washcloth. Like, anytime that there is something on the top here, it's nice for scrubbing. When you're doing. So, I thought, well, and it looks nice. I like it. So, there you go. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And bye-bye now.